Hi, it's Ian here, Mr Cookfulness. I'm talking this week all about brain fog. Now, I talk to people across so many different areas of disability, of chronic illness, and brain fog affects just about everybody. So what is it? For me, I see it as, the insulation you get in the loft, the thick stuff. I see that wrapped around my brain inside here. So not a lot gets in, and then not a lot gets out. It's sort of that debilitating detachment. It can heighten depression, anxiety and pain, but it also can be potentially dangerous, particularly in the kitchen if you're not able to think and function at the same level. So really difficult to live with, and really hard on everyone, including those around you. There's no set patterns, it doesn't seem to have a set length, but can you help yourself when you've got brain fog is coming? Can you give yourself a boost when you're living with brain fog at the very time? Well, I think there are ways that possibly can help you. They certainly help me, and during this week I'm going to share those, and hopefully they might help you just that little bit to deal with the brain fog. So brain fog, first thing for me was recognizing it and accepting it, that it's there, that it's not going to go away. It's part of me. I'm not giving into it. I'm just accepting that it's a part of me, and that was almost a relief in itself to say, okay, I live with brain fog. But then sharing with someone, it could be a friend, a colleague, or your other half, just about how it makes you feel, both when you're in brain fog and when you're not in brain fog. I found it very hard to verbalize, so I would either draw pictures or write it down or make something, and then ask someone that you're sharing it with to do the same. It would be amazing it's amazing to compare how each other feels when one of you's in brain fog, and it's a very progressive and very inclusive thing to do. And then just agree with each other what would help you when you're not in brain fog. Talk about what would help you when you are. And it could be just take me out for a little drive, just open the window and let me sort of breathe the fresh air. It could be anything. It could be just listening to some music, but someone who can help you, nudge you through that, because when you're in brain fog it's very hard to think. So if someone knows, it can help an awful lot. So next up, for dealing with brain fog in the kitchen, well, create your own fog drawer. I mean it, a fog drawer, because when you've got brain fog, you can't think, you can't just compute anything. So if there's a drawer where you put things in, it could be your special can opener, it could be your little palm grater, it could be your opening jars, a couple of simple recipes that you've put in there. It could be a list of things that you've got in the freezer for those days when you know you're going to need some help. It could be some notes that you've written to yourself, or your partner's written to you saying, you got this, a sandwich is a major achievement. Get some help, open the window, you're flipping amazing. Anything just stops you from having to think about too many things. You've got your fog drawer, fill it with all the little things that you know are going to help you during that day. Could be just something to make you smile, could be anything, but it's all there. You don't have to go fumbling around to try and find it. You don't have to sort of go get really upset because you can't find anything. You've created your own little fog drawer. It's very handy. I've got one, it's really useful. So another thing to help you dealing with in the kitchen with brain fog is to have helped yourself already. So you'll know that I've talked about over the weeks gone by the 12 steps to the happy stuff, and there's little extra cooking in there. So you've made something and you've got it in your freezer. So when you've got that, that's something for those brain fog days, because you don't want to be going too near any hot, heavy, pointy things. You want something that's already there, but you've made it still, and that's fantastic. So that's really good. Some music on if you like it, just play some music. It just instantly helps you and lifts you a little bit. Using your smart equipment, so don't go near anything that's boiling or sharp. Use your steamer if you can to do some veg, or use everything that's already cooked. Don't try and do things that you could do on other days, because that's when it starts to get dangerous. Whatever you make, it's right, it doesn't matter, and celebrate the hell out of it, because if you've managed to make a sandwich when you've got brain fog, and you run around and you tell yourself how flipping amazing you are. Cooking is not just standing at a stove making stuff. Cooking is anything. It's a salad, it's a sandwich, it's some toast. So if you can do those things on a brain fog day, then make sure you tell yourself how flipping amazing you are, because that's going to help you also next time.